Hey guys, Hunter here. I get a question quite often, especially from older folks and family members. Hunter, what is an adventure wedding photographer? Well, to be honest, let's break down the word wedding and adventure. Um, so I usually tell people I'm not real good at speaking English. I grew up in the mountains of Southwest Virginia, Northeast Tennessee area. I do like language though. I can speak two languages fluently, English and Haitian Creole from my time when I lived in Haiti. But I like to break the word down, and let's just start with that first one, wedding photography. Um, at wedding photography, us photographers, there's a lot of different kinds of wedding photographers. I've got some friends that have very different styles. Some that even shoot in very different locations. I've got some that consider themselves luxury wedding photographers. If you don't know what that is, just go Google it, and you'll see it. It's more of glitz and glam. I'm not the glitter type, but there's a lot of different types of wedding photographers out there. But what's the same across the board is that we are there to capture your wedding day. And even more than that, I like to take this definition a step further. You guys have a story that you're telling. The story of your love through this whole wedding journey, whether it's through the planning process, but especially that engagement session all the way down through the wedding day. I mean, even the decorating is important in telling your story. But I'm there to help capture all of it. For you, and that brings me a lot of joy. That's really exciting for me. Next, thinking about adventure, the next part of that word, the adventure wedding photographer. As far as adventure goes, I grew up in the mountains. I grew up hiking the Appalachian Trail. I did a lot of rock climbing back in the day. Back when I was much younger, much fitter than I am now. But I used to do a lot of outdoor activities, high adventure type things. And so to be able to spend time with the two of you in these engagement sessions, in bridal sessions even, during the wedding day and then post-wedding photo shoots, we do those in the mountains, in the woods, in the creeks, in the waterfalls. There's a lot of really amazing places that we can get to that are here in the southern Appalachian Mountains. I was describing to my daughter a few days ago how cool this location is. I'm based in East Tennessee, specifically Johnson City, but if I head about an hour to my east, I hit the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Blue Ridge Parkway, western North Carolina, just right there. If I head an hour to the west, I'm starting to hit the Smoky Mountains. And so this is kind of like a mecca for beautiful Appalachian Mountain views, trails, hiking, cabins, people staying here. Just an amazing location, amazing area with incredibly epic locations that I love to explore with you. So as your adventure wedding photographer, that's where I am. I love telling your story in these different amazing locations. And not only am I just going out to these places with you, but I kind of consider myself a trail guide a little bit. I actually went to school and got my degree in environmental science. And so I may just be sitting out there pointing out, identifying plants with you, identifying some of the different animals that we see, or some of the flowers, some of the invasive species, unfortunately, that we have in the region. These are all things that I love to do with you and to explore with you. And so if you've got any questions at all about any of that, feel free to shoot me a message and we can talk some more. I've got a ton of amazing places in my head that we could go. So if you're looking for something specific, I've probably got a place for it. And if I don't, then we can research that together, pull up a map and look at that together. And for me, that's a lot of fun. I've spent a lot of time looking at maps over the years. That kind of gets me excited. Planning our trips. If you know anything about the Enneagram, it's basically a personality test. But I'm an Enneagram 7, which means I love going on adventures. I love getting out there and having fun. And I want to be able to do that with you guys. So yeah, shoot me a message if you've got any ideas or thoughts or questions, and we'll get those answered. Talk to y'all soon.